Hey there, this is Sean Donahoe. It's great to see you here today. And in this first video of several, we are going to jump behind the scenes and give you a sneak peek of LeadsFlow Pro. Now, before we get to that, right below me, you're going to see a download link for 100 ways to growth hack your lead generation. This is a book that we're going to release in the very near future, but I'm giving it away to you today just for my way of saying thank you for checking out what we got going on. Now, in this book, we have 100 different ways that you can growth hack your traffic, your conversions, your lead generation, some absolutely amazing strategies that you can use, and it shows you how to implement them all as well. Very, very powerful. Now, to today's content. Now, I'm going to show you behind the scenes of a business and marketing automation system that has exploded our profits in our business. We've been running most of our businesses on this platform for the last year, and we have seen some amazing, amazing results. I'm going to share that with you in just a moment. But here's the thing. This is a system that's like Lord of the Rings. It's one system to rule them all, and it can help you with your business. Everything from your lead generation, automating key parts of your business, skyrocketing your affiliate commissions, boosting sales, tracking your audience, understanding what your audience actually reacts to, tracking sales from e-commerce, automating your webinars, automating major parts of your lead generation, your sales processes, your funnels, everything. And here's the best part. This system integrates everywhere. We're talking every type of squeeze page system, landing page builder, funnel builder, everything that you can integrate for your sales processes. And then on the back end, we integrate with every single major autoresponder, webinar system, membership system, SMS system. In fact, we are sitting in the middle controlling everything. That's why we say it's the Lord of the Rings system. It's one system to rule them all. But let's take a look at what this is all about, because you might be thinking, wow, this sounds crazy. What is this? What is it that has literally tripled our profits in the last 12 months? Let me show you. Okay, so I'm using Wirecast here to record this. So we'll switch the screens, one button. There we go. So what you're looking at right now is my dashboard. This is the dashboard. This is a self-hosted application. It's not a SaaS platform. You don't need a SaaS platform. Here's the cool thing. You are not locked into a SaaS platform, and they own your data, which means they hold you hostage. What happens with a SaaS platform when you decide not to pay that month and you're paying every single month, boom, 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 boom. They own your data. You don't. Not anymore. With LeadsFlow Pro, you control everything, and you give them permission to access your data. You own your data. That's a very important point. Now, as you can see, this dashboard is basically giving me a snapshot of my business. What's going on? You can see I've got lifetime customer value for everyone that's in my system, about $130. I've got 65,000 subscribers, and you can see from this real-time map, we've got some sales happening right now. You can see by these money bags. And these little stars tell me that people are signing up. And if you look here, a couple of minutes ago, someone just signed up through the early bird list. And by the way, guys, if you came to this through an email, guess what? You were just tagged in my system. You're now being tracked. Very big brother, I know. But it tells me what you're reacting to, what you like, what you purchase, because I track everything then from this point on. But it also allows me to automate things you didn't see. You've just been pushed through a lead flow. And I'll explain what a lead flow is in just a moment. But you can see, we can track and see literally at a glance major things about our business, what's happening right now, which is very cool. Okay, it tells me who's doing what, how they're doing it, why they're doing it, when they did it, and so much more. We build up real lead intelligence. In fact, every time someone comes into our system, we create a profile, we rank, we tag a lead, we know how much stuff they're buying. For example, this gentleman here, Steve, a friend of mine, is also a customer, and one of our longest term customers, but he's also spent a lot of money in the last few months. You can see he's come through, he's been tagged with a couple of different interests, and he's come through quite a few of our different lead flows. So a lot of stuff going on, and you can see as we track people through our system, we know where they are, what they're interested in, what they're reacting to. We can also gather all sorts of great information. We have an integration with a system called Full Contact, which just by using their email address can extract a whole ton of data about those individuals. Everything from their business interests, maybe businesses they own, their professional interests, other demographic information about what they do, what they like, and everything else. Their social media profiles, everything just from that one email that is passed to our system. So if you have that integration, boom, amazing stuff that you can gather about your audience. But we understand a lot about what our customers are doing, and it gives us a great overview of, hey, this is what they're interested in. This is, we can, for example, have a whole load of people coming in through a lead flow that are interested in SEO. Well, great. Guess what? I know then if there's an SEO opportunity or a product we're working on or a promotion or something like that, that's the group of people I'm going to market to. And guess what? Our profits skyrocket because of that. Because we can segment without having to worry about what the autoresponders are doing or what this campaign's doing or that campaign. We control it all here. That's very powerful. So I'm going to show you, let's go through what a lead flow actually is. A lead flow is a series of events that are triggered by a user's behavior. Now, that sounds very complicated, but let me just break it down. If a customer or a lead or a potential lead clicks a link or submits a form, maybe say a squeeze page or a sign-up page on a funnel or something like that, it triggers a sequence of automated events that streamline and optimize our marketing. So I'm going to create one. In this example, I'm going to build an automated webinar sign-up. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to create, for example, a webinar test, as we call it. And we have several different types of lead flows. We have external flows, which are the ones you're going to use most often. These integrate with funnel builders, sales page systems, profit builder, lead pages, click funnels, easy pop-ups, etc. Or you can also use these to integrate in your email to have one-click triggers that, as I say, will trigger an entire lead flow. We also have form catchers with the Elite package. This is an automated lead generation system. Very, very powerful. We'll talk about that in a future video. We have the ability to track activities on any e-commerce, including Shopify. In other words, when someone checks out, boom, they're automatically passed over to our system where you can then integrate them into your CRM or your autoresponders or send them an SMS telling them their orders being processed, etc., etc. Many different applications. And we have internal flows, which is for our internal opt-in system. But let's just go with a simple webinar right now, and we'll choose that. Okay, so here we go. And what we're going to do is we're going to create this series of events that happen. So the first thing that happens is it creates some base information, name and email, okay? And then you can see that it creates a special link and a form. This is so you can integrate it everywhere where you can. And we have what's called the flow start and the flow end, and everything that happens in between is our actual flow. So you can imagine it like a pipe. Lead comes in one end of the pipe, a whole load of things come in the other end, and at the end of that is your flow end. So it's like what happens while the water's in the pipe, so to speak. So what we're going to do is we're going to have just an email and name. That's enough for me for right now. And we're going to store that information in the database. In fact, what I'm going to do, you can see first name and last name. Let's actually do this. I'm going to create the last name. And you'll see right here, as I'm creating this, you'll notice that here we got name and email, but I'm going to do that, and you'll see how that changed right up there. So what happens is your flows and the entry points, the links and everything else, automatically adapt to your funnel. So we're going to do this. You can see we've got this field here. We're going to add them to webinar. So we're going to tag any lead that comes through here as interested in webinar. In this case, we'll also say SEO. Okay. So we know that these people like webinars and the offer's SEO based. So that's a good trigger for us to tag any lead because they're showing interest in that. So what I'm going to do now is once we've done that, I'm going to close these up because I want you to see just how powerful this is. So let's add someone to Webinar Jam. You'll watch here, see that pops up. Okay, we'll say Product Creation Empire. And it's automatically mapping the information. So you see name to name, email to email. We don't have a phone number, but we could collect a phone number. We could do Aweber. Okay, and we'll add them to that list. Email and name, that's fine. Let's also send an SMS message. And actually, we don't have a phone number, so what we could do, let's just kill that. Let's send us a push notice to our browser. And we'll just say, hey, new sign up. And we'll just say something like, using those tags, name, because each one of these little variables is a tag, so we can use them anywhere else. So we can say name just signed up, or something like that. You'll need your keys and everything else, but that's fine. And we'll send a little notice, let's just say mechanical noise, and boom, that's done. And then I could add, I've only got a few services hooked up here, but you could do all sorts of really crazy and cool stuff. But you can see what we're doing here is we're creating a series of very powerful events just by a few clicks. Now, what we can do here is send them to a thank you page. In this case, I'll send them to one of my default ones. And just, okay, at the end of this, they go to a thank you page. So all of that information has, all of these triggers and events have happened invisibly. I could drop a retargeting cookie in there and be ready to rock. So, okay, that's cool. And if I'm good to go, I'll just update that. But here's the cool thing. All of these events and triggers and activities happen with a click of a button. So now I have a form that I could integrate anywhere. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select that form. You'll notice over here I have a squeeze page up in, say, ClickFunnels. And I won't go through all the details of the integration, but we just have a form integration, which you do in the main settings. And all I do is just paste a form in, pass it, say, okay, there's the first name, last name, email, and I'm synced. That's it. I'm done. It's that powerful. Now, I just created this form and just, boom, quick as that. Now, how about this? What about if we put this link in an email? Remember, this is a one-click sign-up. We could have done this with, for example, GoToWebinar. Maybe I want to put them on 2 different webinar platforms. Boom. Okay, let's have a look at this. Fully automated way to generate profit-pulling copy. Okay, that'll do. And I've got the first name, last name. I don't need all this other stuff, so I can kill this. You can actually adapt these lead flows on the fly. And what I'm doing is I'm creating incredible integrations and automations, stuff that no other system can do. And if they do even attempt it, they're terrible at it. In fact, I've got one client right now who's testing this platform for me on a case study. They're pushing $20,000 worth of traffic, and they were trying to use some of the more popular systems that create lead pages and other kind of funnel builders, and they weren't able to do the stuff that they needed. LeadsFlow Pro came to the rescue and is now the cornerstone. It's the center of this entire $20,000 campaign. It's amazing things that this can do, and it's stable and as solid as a rock. I've put thousands and thousands of people. You saw it, got 65,000 people going through these flows, and just the results have been astounding. So now that we've got this flow, you can see we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 events happening here, all automated. I'm going to take this link here. Okay, so copy that. I'm going to bring it over to this email. Now, just say, for example, this was an email going out. I'm just going to push it in here, and you can see we can actually make this a short link. You can actually cut this out and all this. There's different ways to create nice, pretty links. I won't do that in this video, but you can make very nice short links. So this is basically a link shortener as well that allows you to track all the activity of your leads from like affiliate campaigns, which I'll show you in the next video. Very, very cool stuff. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove these tags and replace them with actual information from our autoresponder, assuming that you collect names and everything else and you're doing double opt-in. If you don't, guess what? There's fallback where you can even redirect them to a sign-up page if that data doesn't exist. And if it does, they bypass that and they go straight to the thank you. That is very cool. So let's just do this. Now all autoresponders, all decent autoresponders have some form of this where you can gather this information. And I'll just grab the email one there. And email, couldn't see it for looking straight at it. And you can see that I'm now substituting those pieces of information. And all I do is I'm going to copy that. And I'll just say, click here to go check it out. Now, whatever your call to action is, and then I'll come up here, click the link, I'll paste that back in. Now, Aweber does a funky thing. You have to make sure the protocol is correct. And I did have that as core flow. So I have to make sure that URL is valid. And flip that back over because Aweber does this silly little thing. Okay, IMSC core flow webinar test. Should be fine. And what happens now is when you broadcast this out, they click on that and boom, they're pushed right through the flow seamlessly. In fact, what I'll do is rather than send myself an email, I'm going to grab this. Okay. Get Facebook out of the way there. And what I'll do is I'll just put my own data in there. Sean. And I'll do a test email. Use for demo purposes, and boom. Now watch what happens. This is as if I just clicked. I'm just submitting that, but it's as if I clicked this link, and boom, done. Now that just triggered 7 different events in the back end seamlessly, automatically, and it took microseconds. Very, very powerful, and now I'm a happy lead. I just saw this on a Facebook ad, I just saw this link, I just clicked this link in an email, I just submitted this form, and boom. Seamlessly, that lead is now pushed through the system. I'm going to come over here, I'm going to refresh this page. Watch right here. We're going to see myself as I just submitted that. Boom. Sean Donahoe pass-through webinar test flow, the one we just created. And I can zoom in, and I know I'm in Texas. So I can see here, let's have a look. Which one of these is me? There we go. In fact, that one right there, Georgetown, and I know that's me because that's where I am. And yeah, and it says 2 hours ago because I did an event 2 hours ago as well. And that just triggered it, and it's going to combine those events that I caused because that was me. So, but you can see everything happening, boom, 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 boom. In fact, even while we were recording this, another person jumped on from the one that was at the top there. So again, you can see literally what's happening, track in real time. In fact, I'm going to click on this profile right here. So you can dive into any lead that you're getting. You can see who's doing what, why, where, and when. And when I click on this one, you're going to see that, yep, one-click sign-up webinar. You can see I'm tagged with all sorts of different things. Now, this, like I said, was a demo account, so there's no data and anything connected here. But you can see I'm connected with all sorts of different ways. I'm tagged in all sorts of different manners. you can see that we have all sorts of events that I've triggered because I use this for my testing. You can see where I'm located. You can see everything else. You can see here's all my tags, the one we just did, the SEO, webinar, and everything else. You can see all the things that I'm interested in. And the cool thing is, as a subscriber, I can then say, okay, I want to find all the subscribers who are interested in SEO. Okay, there's 2. Or I could do, say, webinar. And I could say, okay, there's 1,000 people who like webinars. And they like, let's just say, EasyP or something like that. The Q&A sessions, because we might be doing another EasyP webinar or something like that. And I can literally click that button, select them all, and then I can say, okay, push through another flow that we just created, export them or do anything with them, contact them. You know, you could set up a flow with a whole load of information, let them know. You can create flows with emails and special bonus packages and everything else. I mean, there's so many different ways that you can apply this. And that is just scraping the surface, barely even scratching the surface of what LeadsFlow Pro can do for you and your business. So that is basically it for what we've got going on here today with this video 1. Now, again, we are barely scratching the surface. And in the next video, which will be released in a couple of days, I'm going to show you how you can create amazing affiliate campaigns that can literally double or triple your commissions. Now, like I said, this is just a quick demonstration of some of the automations that you can do, but we're going to cover a lot more ground. So stay tuned, keep an eye on your email. We will show you how that works, how you can use this to create amazing integrations, and we'll show you a very special tactic that will blow you away, especially if you're promoting on JVZ. So stay tuned. I'll see you in the next couple of days. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you like this video or if you've got any questions, ask a question below. You'll see the little comments box down there. And I'll be happy to have me or my team jump in there and answer any questions. And we will do a Q&A session as well, just for the fun of it. So with that being said, I'll see you in the next video very soon. And yeah, hope you enjoyed this. Take care for now.